Hey guys, welcome to GemCatTarot. I'm going to be doing your reading for this upcoming eclipse, which is happening in the sign of Pisces on September 7th at 2:12 Eastern Standard Time. Now, the eclipse will not be visible in the US. It's mostly going to be visible in Australia, Africa, and parts of Europe. Now, this is going to be happening in the sign of Pisces, which is the last zodiac sign. It has to do with a lot of endings and spirituality. So this actual eclipse calls for emotional and spiritual reset. It encourages you to release old beliefs and embrace your intuition. It is also going to help you with setting up boundaries that you have struggled with before. It is a great time to make sure that your boundaries are being met. It's also going to give you the opportunity for self-discovery. It will have a lot of heightened emotions as well, so be aware of that, and a lot of hidden things that have been happening. This is going to be with your personal relationships, but also in like a world stage. A lot of hidden things will come to light, and it's going to bring in a lot of awareness and the importance of balance when it comes to empathy and being practical with your discernment. Other things to expect are the emotional release. So this full moon is going to be really intense, this full moon eclipse. It will also help you with your spirituality because Pisces is the last sign, 12th house, and it has a lot to do with spirituality. You might want to take a look at your birth chart to see where you have Pisces in your chart. With that being said, I am going to pull some cards for each sign just to see what you guys can expect. We're going to start with Aries, and I will timestamp everything for you guys. Let's see what you guys can expect with this full moon eclipse in Pisces. So for Aries, let's see what you guys got going on. Pull 3 cards for the sign of Aries. Let's see what you guys got going on. 1 flipped. Let me get 2 more cards for Aries. Another one flipped. 1 more card for Aries. One more card for the sign of Aries, and we got them all. All right, so the first card that came out is nothing is yet in stone, and it's mutable energy. Pisces is a mutable sign, so anything that you've been planning or any issues that you've been having, nothing is set in stone. You can turn things around, and if you're working on something and it's going your way, don't drop the ball. Continue to work on it. Emotions will be running high with this. It's a super moon as well, because the moon will be actually closer to Earth. And we also have a win-win outcome is in the forecast, full moon in Libra. So again, a lot of full moon energy, mutable moon, which is actually what's happening right now in the sign of Pisces. And with this eclipse, anything can happen. Changes are bound to happen because it is Pisces energy. So I would recommend that anything that you're working on, to continue to focus on that. Don't let your emotions control you. Take a hold of what you need to focus on. And let's get some cards for the sign of Taurus. We're going to pick 3 cards. What can you expect with this full moon in Pisces? Okay. What can Taurus expect with this Pisces full moon? Pisces full moon eclipse. Got 2. And let's get another card for Taurus with this Pisces full moon eclipse. 1 more card for Taurus. So the first card that came out is Believe in the Impossible, blue moon. Again, full moon energy. Anything can happen. It's a time for transformation, especially with the sign of Pisces, because it brings everything to an end. Pisces is the last sign in the zodiac sign. You need to balance spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces, which is exactly the energy and the full moon that we'll be having. So try to find a balance. Again, emotions will be running high. Try to balance everything out. Meditate. Go for walks. If you are in the northern hemisphere, it's still summer, so you still should be able to go for a walk. Try to root, connect with nature, just to help you balance your emotions. And then you also have here, you are good enough, full moon in Virgo. So anyone that's doubting their abilities, this is a confirmation that you are good enough. Again, full moon energy, which the opposite sign of Pisces is Virgo. And it's carrying the same theme, that with this full moon, things will come to an end, but focus on a new beginning, focus on yourself, focus on being spiritual, and focus on using your discernment to achieve anything that you want. I'm going to go with Gemini. Let's see what Gemini can expect with this Pisces full moon. Okay, one flew out. Okay, so we got one card. So what can, we're not going to take those. What can we expect with Gemini in this Pisces full moon eclipse? Okay, and the energy is really, really impressive right now. Geminis, leave down in the comment what is going on. I'm a Gemini myself. I know the energy is very intense, but these cards are flying out. Okay, too many flew out. That's why I didn't take any. But let's see what we got going on for Gemini with this Pisces full moon eclipse. One more flew out. All right. Okay. Too many flipped over. One more card for Gemini. What can Gemini expect with this Pisces eclipse? This Pisces full moon eclipse. One more card for Gemini. What can we expect? Okay, this one wanted to flip over. All right. So for Gemini, the first card that came out is a personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. Again, it's giving full moon energy. If you've been dealing with any struggles, I have had my own struggles in 2025 with certain things. If you are dealing with struggles, this is the time where it's all going to culminate and come to an end. Again, Geminis are mutable. Pisces is a mutable sign, so it prepares for changes and is preparing you guys for a new beginning that is bound to happen. You have here new moon in Scorpio, so all we need to do is work through our fears. Again, Geminis, we can be a little bit scatterbrained, and sometimes it's hard for us to focus and like really set goals and like push through everything. It's like we start a million things and then we never really finish anything. This is the time to put an end to whatever doesn't work, find those resolutions, move on to something new, and we need to be consistent. We have a new start is coming, new moon. So for us, this energy, it's going to culminate and end anything that doesn't serve a purpose in our life, and it is opening the doors for us to be able to begin something new, whether it's spiritual, whether it's financial, whether it's career related, whether it's love. This is the perfect time for us to begin something new. And again, you can not let or start something new if you don't end whatever isn't serving a purpose in your life. Now we are going to go to the sign of Cancer. Let's see what this Pisces full moon eclipse is bringing for you. This Pisces eclipse. What can Cancers expect with this Pisces full moon eclipse? Okay, a lot of cards. You have too many. I'll pick the first 3. So, first card that came out is Believe in the Impossible, Blue Moon. This energy also came out, I believe it was for Taurus, but it's time to believe in the impossible, time to have faith, time to tap into your spiritual side. You also have here, conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse, exactly the energy that we're actually going through. So anything that you've been struggling with, whether it's love, finances, any issues that you've had, this is the time to finally let go of any of those issues and open up to new possibilities. You also have here the end of a type cycle approaches. Again, lots of full moon energy, full moon in Capricorn. So again, it's going to be the same type of thing. This is the time to conclude and let go of anything that doesn't serve a purpose in your life and open up to new possibilities when it comes to love, romance, career, just anything that you're looking to start. So make sure you use your discernment. Make sure you kind of do an inventory, spiritual and physical, of whatever doesn't serve. Just let go. It's a great time to let go, clean up your home, clean up your inner emotions, work on your spiritual hygiene. Like, make sure that you focus on that as well, and that will help you kind of move on into this new stage. Now to the sign of Leo. What can Leos expect for this Pisces full moon eclipse? What is going on for Leos? Got the first card out. What can Leos expect for this full moon eclipse in the sign of Pisces? Okay, yep, 2 more cards that flew out. First card that flew out is the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. Again, you might be prepping for new adventures, new ideas, new I'm getting, when it comes to like career, you might be starting a new business and the momentum is prepping. Again, with a full moon eclipse in the sign of Pisces, whatever doesn't work for you, just release it so that this new energy that's ready to come in will work out better for you. And then you also have here, it's time to release the negativity. Full moon in Scorpio, so a lot of full moon energy. It's time to let go of what doesn't serve you, which is just what I was saying, because you need to prep for whatever is coming in new into your life. And you have the end of tie cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. So again, same thing. This is the time to let go of anything that doesn't serve you so that you can prepare for the next chapter. A lot of changes are going to be happening for a lot of people, and it's just a matter of embracing the change. Don't resist. Let go of what doesn't serve, and just keep it moving. Now we're going to go into the sign of Virgo. Let's see what Virgos can expect for this full moon eclipse in the sign of Pisces. Now you guys will also be having a solar eclipse. I don't have the date exactly, but we should be getting a solar eclipse at some point, I believe at the end of September, and we'll do a video for that as well. But for now, this Pisces full moon eclipse, got 2 cards out. Let's get a third one for the sign of Virgo. What can Virgos expect? Okay, I'm going to pick one. And let's see. You are walking through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. A lot of people are getting this. Gemini also got this. You as well as Gemini, as well as Pisces. You guys are mutable signs. So this is the time that you need to kind of work through your fears, release anything that doesn't serve a purpose in your life, and just let go. Focus on the energy of embracing new things into your life. And again, like I mentioned to, I believe it was Cancer practice your spiritual hygiene. Just make sure that you release whatever isn't serving its purpose. And this card has been coming out for everyone, but it's time to release negativity. Again, with Pisces being the last sign in the zodiac, it's all about spirituality. It's all about the hidden truth, the hidden like anything that's under the surface. It has to do a lot with like the like underground, like darkness, whatever people don't show you. So this is a great time to release any negative energy that you hold on to, or you will be finding out anything that people have been holding on. And you have here as well, emotions are running high. Again, it is also a super moon, so you have a lot of full moon energy, and everyone will be extra sensitive when it comes to this particular moon. Tensions will be running high, so try to use your discernment with people and try to have some patience with some people, because things will definitely be quite intense this weekend. Let's see what we got for the sign of Libra. What can Libras expect with this Pisces full moon? What can Libras expect with this Pisces full moon? We got 3 cards for the sign of Libra. All right. We got too many, so I'll take those 2. One more card. Oh, flipped over. Okay. So you have here, hold your vision, fixed moon. So Libra is more of a cardinal sign, so it begins a new season, but this is calling you to remain fixed on whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. So if you're trying to accomplish a business, or you are trying to make sure your relationship goes to the next level, or you are content where you are right now, maintain that fixed energy, continue to stay positive, continue to work on your projects. You have here, you are very close to achieving your goals. Gibbous moon. Again, you're almost there. Gibbous moon is almost a full moon, so you're almost there, ready to accomplish anything that it is that you've been working on. And you also got super moon. So again, try to use your discernment with people. Try to not let situations escalate. This weekend will be extremely intense with this super full moon eclipse that's happening in the sign of Pisces. So try just to use your discernment so that you don't run into any mishaps this weekend. Now let's get started with the sign of Scorpio. What can Scorpios expect with this Pisces full moon eclipse? Okay, your cards flew out. I'm going to take the first 3. Okay, you have here, you are very close to achieving your goals. If there's anything you've been working on, just make sure that you continue to work on that. You're very, very close to achieving your goals. And even if it comes to like love life and stuff like that, you're almost there achieving, whether it's marriage or moving in with your partner. You also have here, bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. Again, if you're trying to start to date somebody new, you want to ask them out on a date, or you want to elevate your relationship to the next level, this is a perfect opportunity. And we also have here, hold on to your vision. Whatever it is that you're planning to do, make sure you maintain that you continue to hold on to your goals, to your vision, whether it's career or love. Make sure that you continue to hold on to that. It seems like this is more of putting an end to any fears, any doubts that you have regarding a relationship or moving forward with the person. That's the energy that I'm getting for you guys. And you're almost at a point where, or you should work on this eclipse to work on that energy of releasing any fears, any doubt that you have, to let that person into your life. Let's get the message for the sign of Sagittarius. What can Sagittarius expect for this Pisces full moon eclipse happening this weekend. What can Sagittarius expect? Okay, you got 2 cards and the 3rd card fell out too. Okay, so the first card we have is balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Again, this is the Pisces full moon that is happening. It's an eclipse and you need to find your spiritual balance and also being practical. I know that Sagittarius are very practical and might not focus as much in the spiritual, but this is time to bring in that balance with your spirituality. Practice spiritual hygiene, focus on that. You also have here the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. Again, lots of full moon energy here. So anything that you've been kind of not sure of whether you should continue to go forward with anything, this is the time to focus on that. And again, this is mutable energy, and you guys are also a mutable sign, so this is the time to focus on that. And you also have here luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius, so you have your own energy. So work on whatever projects you're desiring, put an end to anything that doesn't serve its purpose, and things will definitely work in your favor, whether it's love, career, anything to do with finances, anything to do with like you're working on your spirituality. This is the perfect time to do that. Let's get some cards for the sign of Capricorn. What can Capricorn expect for this Pisces full moon? Okay, we have the first card out. Got the second card. And all right, we got 3 cards for Capricorn. So the first card we have out is have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. It's time to have faith. Any projects that you have coming up, make sure that you actually focus on that. Don't lose hope. If you're going through any struggles, this is a time to kind of release any of that negative energy, any of the fear, any of the doubt, and focus on your goals. You also have here, don't let the past hold you. So South Node energy. Right now we're dealing with the axis of the South Node being in Virgo and Pisces having the North Node. So again, this is the time to kind of make sure that you don't hold on to any past energy. We do have a Virgo eclipse happening soon. So it's time to kind of let go of anything that doesn't serve you. Any fears, any doubts, it's time to let go. And then you also have here, you are good enough, full moon in Virgo. So you have to focus on yourself, encouraging yourself, making sure that you don't doubt yourself, don't live in fear. If you let that fear consume you, you won't be able to accomplish your goals. And this is the perfect time to release any of that energy and work with this full moon and Virgo energy, because again, we're dealing with the Pisces and Virgo axis when it comes to the South Node being in the sign of Virgo. So it's time to do that work. Let's see what Aquarius can expect for this. Oh, something have flipped over, but we're not going to take that because it seemed it flipped over before. All right. So Aquarius, what can we expect for the sign of Aquarius? Okay, you have the first card. So what can Aquarius expect with this Pisces full moon eclipse happening this weekend? What can Aquarius expect? Let's Got some, okay, got a lot of cards here. We're going to take the first two that popped out. Along with this one, you have a win-win outcome is in your forecast, full moon in Libra. So whatever it is that you've been fighting for currently, if you're having any legal matters, you're definitely going to be winning. If you are dealing with any work issues, you're going to be also winning that. You have a personal issue reaches solution. So you could be having issues with a partner. Full moon in Cancer. It could be either a Libra or a Cancer that you're dealing with. But justice is going to prevail with this situation. So either you will, you guys will come to an agreement. Your partner will see exactly where you're coming from and they'll open up to that. Or you guys might end up just going your separate ways. But you have here step out of your comfort zone, North Node. Again, this full moon eclipse in Pisces is happening with the North Node being there in the sign of Pisces. So it is a good time to kind of start planning, envisioning what it is that you want, whether it's love or career. Try to focus on the future and plan out what you want. And if the person you're with does not, if they don't want to kind of accept where you're heading, then you guys have to have a conversation and figure out if they should stick around for you or just kind of move on. Now to the star of the show, Pisces. Let's see what Pisces have going on for your own eclipse, for the Pisces full moon eclipse happening this weekend. What can Pisces expect with this full moon? Okay, you know what, 4 jumped out, and because it's happening in your sign, we'll take the 4 cards. All right, so you have a win-win is in forecast, full moon and Libra. You also have is time to release negativity. So anything that you've been dealing with, because this moon is happening in your sign, this is the perfect time to do that inner work. It's happening in the first house. If you're a Pisces rising, it's time to focus on yourself, focus on anything that you've been dealing with, that you've been juggling back and forth. It's all about you. Anything that you want to accomplish, this is the time to get kickstart, or anything that you want to end, because it's a full moon eclipse. So it's gonna, anything that hasn't been working out for you, it's the time to release it. You also have here, you're very close to achieving your goals. Don't let any negativity stop you from achieving your goals. The energy is gaining momentum. So this has to do with a lot of inner work, especially if you're a Pisces rising. But do the inner work, balance things out, release whatever doesn't serve you, and just focus on your goals, whether it's love, work, finances, whatever it is, your spirituality. This is a perfect time to focus on your spirituality. I mentioned to other signs that spiritual hygiene is super, super important. And this is the time to focus on that as well. I hope this is a good weekend. This weekend serves everyone when it comes to be able to finally see through. Everything will come to light, that you guys can see things for what they really are. And focus on yourself and focus on improving your life. Remember, don't let emotions take control of you, because it is going to be a very intense weekend. With that being said, if you do like the video, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. It will really help my channel. I love you guys. Take care. Bye.